finally new rules for social media, Twitter. You're allowed to retweet prospects. Any thoughts? Good, bad, indifferent?
It's retweeting a tweet from a high school kid. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to do that. I really don't. I may like it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to retweet it. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But the NCAA is trying to relax some of the restrictions on it, and I think that's all good. But we spend a whole lot of time on the social media that we really don't need to.
That's confusing, though. Every single month or every 6 months or whatever, there's new rules.
There's something different, and like all of a sudden you get something in an email or on your desk to say, well, now you can do this and now you can't do this, and we need our compliance with us all the time, telling us what's legal and what's not.
There seems to be the potential for a lot of oops moments. And they happen. Everybody has them, but secondary violation. You liked something 2 hours before it was ready.
And I'm guessing that I don't think that's going to be a huge deal if it is an oops deal with the NCAA, because I really believe they don't want to get their hands involved with it. It's too hard for them to legislate, in my opinion. So people try to take advantage, I'm sure, somehow, but our philosophy, or Coach Barron's philosophy, is it's not a huge priority on our deal. We want to write them letters, we want to talk to them on the phone, we want to get to know their parents, we want to know their high school coaches and those type of things. So Twitter's just another avenue, or social media is just another avenue to get to know them, but it's not a major one.
You talked a little bit about Akram, and did he attack the offseason the way you wanted him to? Maybe in the past he wasn't quite mature enough to do so?
I think he's better. Yeah, I don't know if attack's the right word. It's just being consistent. And he has been more consistent than he has in the past, and it's just from a maturity standpoint and just understanding that, hey, I got a chance to be pretty good, and if I do the things I'm supposed to do, I need to buy into what I'm supposed to do, and I'll play more. I think he's starting to figure that out. So I'd love him to attack it a lot more. I think all the coaches would too, just being consistent with his everyday life choices and just his body weight and all that stuff. And it's getting there, but it's not there yet.
It seemed like the small things were what kept him. Fumbling is not a small thing, but making sure he didn't fumble is a big thing, and then not gaining weight. But once you kind of threw him in the water against Northwestern because you had really no other choice, he really seemed to swim at that point.
Well, the last time he played before Northwestern, he put the ball on the ground, and he was that hurt him. He understood that the coaches weren't screwing around, and that you're not going to play here if you put the ball on the ground. And you could tell how hurt he was, but he's competitive. He's one of the most competitive kids that I've ever coached.
Try to guess where that picture's taken. I didn't take it.
So he just, I think he just made up his mind and said, if I ever get another chance, I'm going to take it and run with it. And so far, so good. And even in practice, his ball security's been great. We tried to put him in situations where we're going to, see if he's going to put the ball on the ground, and so far he hasn't. He's responded pretty well.
How about the incoming freshmen? I know your looks at them are very small so far. Tokes and Young. Where do they fit in right now? Clearly behind, have a chance to move up really quick. Where do they sit?
All right. It's early. It's way early. You just put the shoulder pads on today. Yeah. But so far, they're going to be really good football players. I know that. They're both big. They're both strong, and they can run. And I don't know who I was just talking to you about Tokes. Tokes has a unique ability of being a big back that can play small. He has kind of Akram type of moves, not Akram, but he's got that type of change of direction ability, and he has some explosive power to him. So he's going to be fun to work with and develop.